What is going down, YouTube? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's been since Monday since I think I've been on here, so just want to say hello, catch up. Um, Hello, Tommy Stiggs. It is not the afternoon yet. It is definitely the morning still. Definitely the morning. It's not the afternoon. So, um, just seeing what everybody's up to. I'm gonna kill an hour because I got some stuff to do today. I got some running around to do. Not literally running, obviously. Sven, how are you? Bella, how are you? Skip, what's going down? Um, yeah, I've been assigned a few tasks today by wifey, so nothing's really open right now. So I figured I would come over and say hello. Um, so let's kill an hour. So why not? I did drop the link if anybody wants to come on. They are welcome to. Um, um, so today I was out in the room between the breezeway, Florida room, whatever you want to call it, and all of a sudden I heard the garbage truck, and I didn't have my garbage out yet, and yeah, I almost missed the garbage truck. They normally come after I drop my daughter off at school, so that's usually my routine. But we got the garbage out. My neighbor missed it, so I don't know if they're gonna come back for him or what. But um, well, guys, it looks like I'm out for another month, or hopefully sooner. But my doctor just I have my follow up tomorrow. But when they submitted the paperwork to my job, they said the 19th of January. So I'm gonna be stuck home for a while. What's up, Stiggs? How are you? I can't lift nothing on my can't put any real weight on my knee yet. So I'm walking, I'm getting around, but it still sucks. I'm nowhere near ready to go back to do my job. So we'll see what happens in the next couple or month or so. So how's everybody doing? Did you get your Christmas presents all set yet? Um, I haven't bought anything for anyone. I think that's going to be part of my day today. Teresa Murphy, how are you? Um, Teresa, it's good to see you. I know you've probably been out of your mind busy with the mail. That's I think you guys. What's up, ALV, Stiggs, Gianni? What's going on, Teresa? So do you start earlier now than your normal time, just to get a head start? Because I remember some of the people telling me I didn't make it to Christmas that year when I delivered mail. So Tammy, how are you? So I'm just wondering if you got to go in much earlier just to get a start on things because all the packages and everything else. What's up, Mike F? How are you? Good to see you. I hope you got out of the red in Vegas. I hope you came home even. We'll see. Um, who else? I'm still here in the office, and no, we don't. Oh wow! So you're gonna be out late tonight. So you probably got to be casing a lot of extra stuff. Casing is something. It's a post office term. So you're banged out, broke. No presents. My presence will have to be sufficient. Well, like you always say, Stiggs, your presence is a present, buddy. Crazy kid, how are you? Good to see you. Um, yeah, I haven't. My wife did all the shopping this year. Obviously, I couldn't. I wasn't mobile for a long time, so um, I have to buy her something. So I have to get her a little something today. So, like I said, I got a tiny bit of running around to do. Cletus, what's going down? So for all you parents out there, how soon do you put, or even when you had, when your kids were small? A lot of guys here have grown kids, but yeah, she's still casing. Wow, God bless you. I don't miss that at all. Um, don't ever think you're a mailman's job is easy, people, because I've been there. I did it for about 7 to 8 months, and I didn't. I took another job. So see you later, Teresa. Have a great day. Just breathe and be safe out there, please. Um, so when did you guys put your kids' toys together? Was it the night before? Did you have a space you can keep them where you couldn't um, where they couldn't see them? because I was always the guy. I mean, especially when my kids were real small, I had my restaurant, so I wasn't home a lot. So when I get home, Christmas Eve or the day before, whatever, or Christmas morning, I'd be putting this. Or did you wait until they unwrapped it and then um uh did you put the stuff together? Um, oh, stop it, Johnny, cut it out. Um, so I would always be putting the stuff together, and my wife would be sitting up at the top of the stairs making sure nobody woke up. And then like as far as like I'll tell you what, my son had every single Lego set, box, anything you could think of. And when we told people to stop buying them, they would still buy them. And I would be stuck all Christmas morning putting together Legos for quite a few years with my son. Um, Brian, how are you? Good to see you, man. So when did you guys put together your kids' toys? Um, Me, it was mostly the night before and the day of. So I don't really. I mean, I never had a really good spot unless I took them to my parents' house or something like that. But like I don't know. But my parents live a half an hour away, so it's not like I could really get away with doing that. ALV says he did it Christmas morning after they opened it. It was brutal. Yeah, you got 3 kids that are all close in age too, man. So I mean, my son and daughter are about 3.5 years apart. So I go from doing Legos to doll. Well, not really doll houses, but um, like horse farms and stuff like that. My daughter played with like the horses and dinosaurs and stuff like that. Anthony is not doing the wine tasting tonight. His show has been moved till next week. Gianni, just letting you know. Um, Hang on here. Who got me? Um, my dad always used building the toys that needed assembly as bonding time for. Okay, all right, yeah, I get that, and that's the same thing with my, with my son with the Lego stuff too. I mean, it was, you know, we had our moments, but problem was is kids are kids and they smash and bang things, and then you'd have to put it back together 100 times to the point where you know, we had the forest ranger station, the police station, the fire station, with all the cars that came with it, and they're just all in pieces now. I should have super glued the things. I really should have. Um, yeah, Legos are fun, but they get old fast. You know. Um, so on Christmas Eve, we're going to my in-laws, and then on Christmas, we're just staying home because my sister is going to her in-laws. So we probably can't see each other on Christmas. So the day after Christmas, we're going to be meeting with my parents and my sister and her family. So it's going to be 3 straight days of it. And, one good thing, I guess, is that I actually get to spend the time with them this year. Normally, I'm always going in on Christmas night at work, working overnight. So I guess it's a good thing this year that I'm out. But obviously I'd rather be generating some money. Anyway, um, your youngest, my youngest, oh, 7 years apart. Okay, so yeah, I get that, Sven. My brother is 6 years older than me, and my sister is 8 years older than me. So I am the baby of the family. Um, I'll have to taste my own wine then again. Yeah, you can do that, Johnny. I think I'm gonna join you. I think I'm gonna go because I told Anthony yesterday. I'm like, I got it in my fridge. I want to drink it anyways. Go save it, please save it. So I'm gonna save it, and maybe once I'm running around today, I will grab a different bottle. And if I get any kind of motivation, maybe I'll come on later tonight. I don't know. It's just weird, There's days like today I was excited to come on. I want to see what was up, but like yesterday, I just wasn't in the mind frame like at all. I just wasn't. I just normally I come on Wednesday and Thursday, but yesterday I just didn't have it. I didn't. I was adulting yesterday. That's my excuse. I was adulting yesterday. So um Cool thing about Legos, you can use your man. Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh god, if I went in the attic and pulled out all the Legos I have, you could probably build another attic. Um, but I also met God a few times stepping on Legos. Stepping on Legos in the dark that you thought you cleaned up. You kind of go up there, you say hello to God, and then he says, "All right, you're no longer in pain." Then he shoots you back down. Who the hell keeps? Sorry, guys. All right, I'm going to shut my notifications off. I don't want to be rude. There we go. The only thing that is on is my ringer for just in case the school calls. Now that we are older, we just decide that what shops we want each other to shop at by buying each other. I know, right? Yeah, there's not a lot of. It's not very personal anymore with Christmas. With gift cards, it's your fail safe gift. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, you know, people return stuff. You know what I mean? You'd have to give the gift with the receipt, and still today you do. TT, how are you? Good morning. TT, the link is pinned if you'd like to come and join. That's up to you. If not, no big deal. Um, I hope you're feeling better. But yeah, so it was funny because I used to work at Circuit City. I know I've mentioned this a bunch of times, but so you would make a whole bunch of money during Christmas on commission because people would just come in and be like, "Yeah, if that's a good one, just give me it." But then, the day and the week after Christmas, you could literally you used to be able to log into a screen and look at your paycheck every single day, by the minute, pretty much, what the commission you were making. So the day after Christmas, you would just you would just see your paycheck just flutter, go up, and it'd be like a wave for like the next 2 weeks because people were trading or returning stuff or upgrading into something else. But the problem is if they upgrade to something else and you're not there, then you got to split the upgraded sale. But most of us, like in our department, we were pretty cool with each other where we would take care of each other. So if somebody returned something to mine and I wasn't there, the next guy would keep it in my commission number, and vice versa. So we had a really good team with it. Our store was number one in the district for a long, long time. That was fun. I always hit President's Club sales level. It was if I don't want to say I would, but like I would have never if they would have never closed the store, I'd probably still be there today in some sort of management or hopefully a better role because I actually enjoyed that job a lot. And if you ever seen the 40-Year-Old Virgin, that is pretty true to life. What happened in that store? Um, uh, Everything but being able to hang out in there after hours and party in the store. You couldn't do that. That wouldn't happen. Um, I saw a lot of things in that store, like when people couldn't return stuff that was way out of the grace period of returning it or whatever. I saw one guy, he didn't want to send out his camera to service, and he got pissed off and he was screaming at the customer service manager. And the guy said, you got to send it out to service. He goes, well, I don't want the camera. Long story short, he fired the camera at the customer service guy. The guy moved and it splattered all over the wall. Like, I mean, it went into 1,000 pieces. The guy was a lawyer. He could have bought another one. I know exactly who the guy was too when he was at the counter. So he thought he was a real big shot. So all over TV and the papers and the buses and park benches. He was all over the place. So he thought he was going to get you know better treatment. That we were just going to swap his 6-month-old camera out for a brand new one. Probably because of something he messed up. So I would rather just skip the whole presents thing and just be together for Christmas. Family's what Christmas is all about anyway. Yep. No, I agree with that. I agree. I mean, I don't expect anything. I never expect anything for Christmas ever, personally. You know what I mean? If people buy me stuff, that's cool. But I mean, I'd rather you know have it be more important for my kids because as a kid we love Christmas too. You know what I mean? So I get more of a kick out of seeing my nephews and niece, and my kids get more joy out of all that, cool stuff. So, and to use it as a tool for them to be good and not naughty, I guess, right? Yeah, smash that like button. Yep. I hope I didn't miss anybody in the chat. I'm sorry if I did. Let me see what he says here. My parents started getting people to sign their holiday tablecloth every year for less. That's kind of cool. It shows so many memories and people that come over for the Christmas season. Really? So what about like spills and stuff like that? I mean, is there another protective layer that goes over that, crazy kid? That's actually a really good idea. But the problem is now is families aren't as big as they used to be anymore. You know what I mean? My dad has 7 other siblings. Some of them aren't here anymore. But I mean, I have so many cousins and relatives, and the family was just gigantic. But now you know, it's not like that no more. People don't have as big as families anymore, in my opinion. Um, so yeah, that's actually really cool. That's a very good idea. If people have, and you can pass it down for generations. That's actually a really really cool idea. I like it a lot. Um, 4 more days. Is it 4 or 3? I can't even. Oh shit! Christmas is on. Wow. All right, I'll be all right. Christmas is on Monday. Holy crap! I'm thinking it was like Saturday or Sunday. Man, I'm all bots over here. That's what I mean. I've been home for 6 weeks and I still don't know what day or time or date it is. Wow. Okay. Uh, yeah, absolutely. Grab the link. The link's pinned, or if you need me to drop another link, let me know. That'd be kind of cool, Craig. Or not Craig. Jesus, I don't know. I read that fast. Crazy kid. Sorry. Yeah, come on up, man. No problem at all. So I do want to say this today, and I don't think my mom's listening or anything. I didn't tell her I was doing the show. I don't know if she has the notification bell on her phone. But today, my parents have been married for 52 years. So there is, there are people that are still married for that long, and congratulations to my parents, 52 years today. And today also marks 1 year since we moved into this house that we're in right now. So, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Going down?
Well, not a hell of a lot. Like in my family, my immediate family, like there's my mom, my dad, my brother, and then myself. My brother and I don't have any children, so it's just the 4 of us.
Gotcha.
So, that's why I say, I'd rather just do away with the whole, go out and, blow your paycheck on, you know, you know, stuff that they're just going to take back, or to say, hey, here's some money. I want you to shop at this particular store. Use it up quickly because gift cards run out now.
They do. Yeah, you got to use them, or else they either run out or they depreciate, right?
Yeah.
Over a certain amount of time.
It's like
It's,
how does money go bad?
well, I don't know. That's a very very good question. That's been happening for a long time. So I remember, like I said, even back when I sold stuff at Circuit City, if people didn't use their card, like people would just find a card out of nowhere, right? And it would say $100 on it. And then if you read in the fine print, it says like it goes down like 2% a year or something like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So people they would get pissed, and then you'd have to like turn the card around and show them on fine print. Hey, look,
Yeah.
you know.
The thing about it though is in the United States, I know it on right on the bill itself, on the money itself, it says "In God We Trust." Now, part of that trust is I trust that this is not going to change.
Yeah, right.
You know, I,
Yeah.
I trust this is not going to get lower. Lower as time goes by.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. That's a great point.
I'm
So
up here in Canada,
oh, you're in Canada? What part?
southwestern Ontario.
Oh, okay. So I'm in Buffalo. So you're not how far away?
I'm more south than you.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So you're on the other
I'm
okay.
close to the Detroit border.
Okay, I was gonna say, so yeah, you're right. Okay. I was gonna say, so you're around what, Lake Michigan there, right?
Yeah,
Or
Lake
is it
Michigan. Like where I'm actually situated, I have Lake Michigan, Lake St. Clair, Lake Erie, and at the very top, I have Lake Superior.
Gotcha. Lake Superior, I believe, is the deepest of all the lakes.
Yep.
The Great Lakes, anyway.
Yep.
Yeah, Lake Erie, I think, is the most shallow. At like two something,
I
two
think
seventy one, I think.
St. Clair is.
Well, that's not considered a Great Lake. You know what I mean?
And it's part of the system, so
Is it? Well, no. I mean, what is it? Huron, Superior, Ontario, Erie, and Lake Michigan, right?
yeah,
I think that's the five of the Great Lake. I don't know.
yeah. The
But
St.
anyway,
Clair actually is not a man-made structure. It's actually made by nature. It's made by the swirling in the channel between what is it, Lake Erie and Lake Michigan.
no shit. I'll have to look that up. I feel like I've never really studied that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
But
so TT says when it comes to money, everything is a racket, and she's
yep.
absolutely right.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
You know, and but yeah, it's this year has been a little different since I was out from my surgery, so we didn't, splurge like, the normal.
Yeah.
But, it is what it is. My kids have everything they need anyway, so they understand, you know what I mean? They were never real spoiled. They get it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of other entitled kids that expect this and that. I mean, some of my daughter's friends are, you hear them talking on the phone and it's like, oh my God. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
Their
Their 16th Christmas, like I'm getting a Porsche for Christmas.
Yeah, well, we're not that upscale over here, but
yeah.
no, but you're right. There is a lot of material things that they don't need. As long as as long as you give them a little something like I think we're giving our daughter a cell phone this year. She's going to be 12, so I think it's time. You know what I mean? A lot of people will disagree with that, but it was just one thing that us as parents have to regulate what what app she uses and how much screen time she has. You know what I mean?
And the smartphones nowadays, there is they're putting in more kid protections.
Right, parental controls, stuff like that. Yep,
and
you're absolutely right.
Like that's good because this way here, like you hand a child a cell phone, next thing you know, they're flipping through YouTube, but they're also clicking, I'm not a child.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And that's the thing, like, it's up. I mean, the reason I want her to have it just to have it with her. So and I know in the old days, you're either in school or you're not, or this or that. But you know what? Today, with all the craziness and people and this and that,
it's
I
almost
want to be able to get a hold of her wherever she is.
Oh yeah, it's almost
minute.
become important.
Right. So
like the need for being able to get a hold of your parents or the authorities has grown so stupidly much that if you're 12 or 13 years old, you don't have a cell phone, you're in danger.
Yeah, I mean, I just I get parents that argue, oh, you got her a phone for Christmas. Like, you know what? You have your opinions, I have mine, and I'm sorry. That's the way it goes. If it gets out of control, she knows fully well that it can get taken away. She doesn't know we bought it yet. We've just hinted about it. You know what I mean? I've actually had the phone for about 5 months in a box. I'm not gonna lie, because when I upgraded my son's phone a few months or whenever it was 4 or 5 months ago, I said, what would it be to add another line? And they like basically gave me the phone for nothing, and it was like another $20 a month. So yeah, we've had the phone all this time, but we haven't given it to her. So we saved it for Christmas. It was a good bargaining chip. It was a good bargaining chip for grades and school and being a good kid. You know what I mean? She's a great kid. I'm just saying, we use it just saying, hey, we're not gonna give you a phone if you're gonna act this way or do this or not do that. You know what I mean? So
you don't want to be going to YouTube and then showing her video and say you start acting like that.
Well,
take
yeah,
phone away.
yeah. Some of the stuff that comes across the screen that she watches is like, my wife and I are just like jaw dropped, or like seriously, like if I ever catch you or you ever get caught doing something like that, like no good.
Like I don't
And that
like
goes for my
you're,
son too. I'm not saying my daughter's my son's 15. I got to worry about him a little bit
yeah,
more.
you're
But
probably
he's
what in about 35 range.
who me?
Yeah,
No, I'm 43 actually. But thank you.
43.
That's
Yeah,
a nice compliment. I shaved yesterday. It must be it.
yeah.
Um,
Well, I'm
uh,
52, so we grew
nice.
up in an era where it was safe to go play in the fucking woods.
Oh yeah. Yep.
You know,
Now there's
where
really no woods to be played in anymore. They're building
yeah,
everywhere and knocking everything down.
yeah, they're knocking it down and building houses.
It's tough. Like I grew up a half an hour away from where I'm at right now, and I went there. I went there a couple weeks ago to drop something off, and like all these, like I'm driving down this just one street where there used to be a lot of woods, and I'm like, oh my god, it's all like cookie cutter houses
Yep.
everywhere.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I mean? It's like Jesus, like
Yeah, I went back to the town I grew up in about no, it would have been about 15 years ago. And I had been gone for about 15 years. And the one field that um we built like me and my friends, we built a freaking a fort in the ditch. Okay? That entire field, all houses, all cookie cutter houses.
yeah. Yeah, it's just a matter of so where I grew up was right near the Buffalo Bills stadium,
Oh, okay.
and there was this pig farm in right in the middle of like a suburban neighborhood, right? And the guy had a good business, I mean, but they wanted to buy that land. They tried to buy him out for years and years and years and years and years. Even when he retired, he let it sit. He would not sell it.
Yeah.
There was, I mean, hundreds of acres, I would think. And they finally, when he passed away, I think his kids sold it. So I think they're starting. I think they're starting building back there now, and it butts up to the Bills Stadium.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean it's like there's like a big ravine, like like a cliff that goes
Yeah.
in between that land and the stadium. But but yeah, I think I'm pretty sure they sold it. So I don't know. You know what? Maybe next time I go over there, I'll check it out. But yeah. So that's just
Yeah,
another
I've never
case of.
been to Buffalo.
Oh no.
No, I've been to Pennsylvania, Ohio, obviously Michigan.
Yeah. So you
Uh,
take another way to get there rather than coming
yeah, you
across
got
where I'm
if you
at.
want to go to Buffalo, you got to go up through Niagara Falls.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Niagara
So and I
Falls from
never.
here is about 8 hours away.
Oh really? Okay. Yeah. And I've never been over your way either. You know what I mean? I haven't really been anywhere, to be honest. I mean, I've been up and down the East Coast but never out west but I've been in Toronto and a couple other places in Canada, but nothing real crazy.
Yeah, not too much exploring.
You know what though? I do want to see Lake Louise. Is that what it's called? Banff National Park?
That's that's way on the other side of
No,
the
I know, but I'm saying, but that is on the
yeah,
bucket list. And if anybody looks up pictures, and I've had friends that's gone there, and it is breathtaking there.
yeah.
Wow.
And there's a hot springs in and around Lake Louise. There's a hot springs where it's like cold everywhere else, but it's nature's hot tub
Yeah.
right there in this little pocket.
So Johnny said that's a sad thing about these farms today, about farms these days. Sorry, the kids aren't interested in preserving them. Yeah, they don't care. They're just and that's the thing. The corporations took over the
Yeah.
farming now. It's bad.
Well, a lot of people will like a lot of the younger kids nowadays, like Gen Z, Gen X, or not Gen X, but Gen Z, the next gen, from about the 90s on till the present. The only thing they're looking at is money. How much am I getting?
Yeah. Yep. Trying to get a. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to get a picture of that Lake Louise. Um, I'm gonna try to share it on here. So
Yeah, there's a fella that I follow on YouTube. I don't know if you know him. His channel's called Tyler Reacts.
I feel like I've heard of it,
Tyler
but
Bucket. He does a lot of reactions to different Canadian things.
so can
Which
you? Do I have that on the screen right there? Yeah, that's
Yep.
Lake Louise.
Yeah.
That's Lake Louise right there. It is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, there's a whole lot of other pictures that you can do on that, but I really, really would love to see that. The water's like crystal clear, real blue. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just.
Lake Superior's like that too. Really,
Is it
really deep
really?
and really, really blue.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. If you want to really have a fun trip, go up to Owen Sound first. Okay, to give you an idea where Owen Sound is, if you take your hand and you put it over top of where Perry Sound is, onward, you totally eliminate that stuff from your mind. Turn the Ontario map 90 degrees clockwise, okay, and you'll see an elephant. You'll see the shape of an elephant.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Owen Sound is tucked right in where the hip comes up and the tail goes out. So they even themselves call it the elephant's asshole.
Alrighty then. Should I look that up real quick?
Yeah.
What is it called? Owen Sound?
Owen Sound. They like, I don't know if Wikipedia will call it the elephant's asshole, but the residents do. It's a fun little city or fun little town, and basically they say you're gonna go down.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up there, Craig. Or I keep calling you Craig. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep calling you Craig. Maybe it's Crazy Kid. I'm
Yeah.
getting it mixed up.
Probably a CRA just automatically.
Yeah. My bad. I'm trying to see get a picture that looks like an elephant's or an elephant, and I can't get it. Is it like on a map or?
Yeah, on the map of Ontario. If you take the map of Ontario, okay,
All right,
spin it. It's actually 90 degrees. 90 degrees to the clockwise. You'll see the trunk on the left, and then you'll see at the big or at the one end of what is it? Well, actually,
I'm trying to. If I bring it up, you're gonna have to explain it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just use this picture. So do I gotta? All right, let me see if this will work for you. Sorry, I'm not super fast with this. I'm getting better. You saw me at the new Sophia's? No, you didn't, Cletus. Good try on that one. You won't catch me there. Oh, that ain't it. Oh.
Okay.
You want me to get a better picture?
Actually, let me see if I can smack a picture here.
Hang on, let me. No, that doesn't come in. Sorry, guys. I'm trying here. I'm trying to get a good picture so we can. Are you working on it too?
Yeah.
All right. I'm just trying to get.
I'm plugging
trying to
away
get.
on it as well.
All right. Maybe this will work. I don't know. I'm not going to spend too much more time on it. Let's see here. How's that? Does that explain anything?
A little bit. Okay. You see that red part?
Yeah.
Totally omit that. Okay. And then you turn it like, actually that'd be about 60 degrees, so that Toronto, Kingston, London are all at the bottom, and you'll see where Windsor's at. That's the trunk.
Right here.
Okay.
Oh, Windsor down here.
That down here. Okay. And then you see this blue pointing thing or shooting off to the little island there.
Yeah.
Okay, that is actually Tobermory, but right down, right at the base of that tail, that is the elephant's asshole. And actually, if you cover everything that's green and blue, or green, dark blue, and red, you'll see the elephant.
All right. I just can't get a good enough picture of it. I don't know. Maybe I'll research it in a little later or something. Let me see if I can. I'll try one more time. I'll try one more picture here, and I'm trying to. You know what? Let me just try something else here. What do you ever tell anybody your first name? I'm not gonna make you say nothing, but I don't want to
Actually,
keep. I don't
my
want to keep.
first name is actually on my book, my
It's on
book
your
series
what?
that I wrote.
On your book?
Yeah, I wrote a book series, a
Oh,
5
really?
book series.
Say if you want to promote that, go for it. If you have a link or anything, or you want to put that in the chat, go for it.
Here's a decent picture. Let me just. Yeah, I'll pop that up here. I got an idea how I can do it. I have links on my channel.
Oh, okay, all right. So, yeah. So if anybody wants to check, what kind of book is it? Like, what do you write about?
It's a young adult story. Okay.
Okay.
That it's basically this about this little boy that was born with an ability to adopt and master the other people's abilities of the same origin, and as he grows up and becomes, who he is, he becomes a superhero.
Oh, okay. Nice. Is it
So
like? Is it on like the major? Do you have it in any stores or any Amazon or anything like that? Or
Amazon. I have links to the first and second book on Amazon. But I don't really have any other. I'm trying to make a thing here for you to show you the. Come on.
I'm shaking my head at Cletus when I'm not you.
Yeah.
Cletus is a stalker here in Buffalo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he points out places I'm at during the day when I go live.
Ah.
So at least at least I know someone's watching my back anyway.
Yeah. But
Hi,
I don't
TT.
like. I know that it's on Smashworks, Scribd, Barnes and Noble's ebooks. I'm affiliated, or not affiliated, but I uploaded it onto Draft to Digital, and they have like a whole shitload of places that my book is available at. So
Is it is it like an ebook, or is it got paperback, or?
I have it on ebooks, on Drafted Digital, on Amazon. I have it as ebooks, paperback, and hardcover uh, copies. And the hardcover copies have a different picture to them because I found an artist that I've been working with to change the generic pictures that are on the uh, paperbacks, and basically he's made them a whole lot better. Okay.
Nice.
Um,
So this whole time we've been talking, I never asked about the tablecloth. Who has the tablecloth in their possession?
my mom and dad.
Okay. And do you put like a clear plastic over that just so nothing gets
Put a clear plastic over it to protect it.
right? Yeah, okay. And how many, so it's 50 years old, you said?
Yeah, it's 50 years old.
And you have all your relatives present and past that signed it.
Yep.
Wow. Did they just sign their name, or do they write something like a paragraph, like a saying or a paragraph?
No, they just sign their name and put the year on it.
Wow. And do you sign it every single year?
I've signed it every year after I turned 16.
Wow. That's cool. That's definitely something creative. I would never, something as simple as that. I would never think to do something like that. I think, I think we missed the boat with a lot of our old relatives. Obviously, I'm in my 40s, and same with my wife. But, I think that would be kind of a cool tradition to start up. I mean, probably at any time at this point, right?
Yep.
So.
Okay, I've got it. I'll just put that.
Oh, how do you like that? No shit. I didn't know you can do that.
Yeah, I just turned it 90 degrees to the right. Now, Owen Sound is right here.
Right where?
Owen Sound is right here.
Right here. Okay.
Okay. Here's the elephant's trunk.
I see it now. Okay.
Here's the elephant's trunk, and I live down in here.
All right.
Here's its front foot. Here's its back foot. Okay. Here's its tail. And Owen Sound is right down here.
Okay. All right. I get the comparison now. Okay. But okay, I do see it.
But there's a real, like, Toronto's right in here. Okay. Actually,
yeah.
right over here. But, they're in the belly of the beast. But Toronto actually, the metropolitan of Toronto actually covers all of this.
Wow.
It's huge the way that Toronto has grown. And we got Ottawa and stuff like that up in the Simcoe area here. But yeah, Niagara Falls is like over here.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, I do see what you're saying there. That's cool.
Yeah, it looks
That's
like an
neat.
elephant.
It does. You're right.
And Owen Sound sits right there, which is the elephant's asshole.
Wow. Just to think that you're done learning, you don't learn something new every day. Holy moly. All right. That is cool. Thank you for doing that. I didn't know you can actually bring up like your screen on a link. That's crazy. I've never seen that done before.
Yeah, all you got to do is go to present, and then it says share screen, video file, or slides.
Really?
As a guest. As a host, you have a whole different bunch of options.
All right, hang on one second. Edwin, thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate it. This is huge. I can't thank you enough, Edwin. You're one of my biggest supporters. I always appreciate your shouting us out, and you being here at our shows, man. Thank you so much, and Merry Christmas. It's great. Get well soon. You are needed at your company. Employees of excellence like you do not exist anymore. God bless you, Todd Father. Amen. I love and respect always, strength and honor. Right back at you, Edwin. Thank you. Appreciate that a lot. And Cletus gives me a super sticker, $1.99. Thank you so much, Cletus. Listen, I know you've been seeing me around. Just got to come up and say hello to me. That's all. Just come and shake my hand, buddy.
Yeah, but that's actually one of my books right there. That's the first one.
Oh, cool. How long you been writing for?
I wrote these back in 2013.
Okay. Have you written anything else since, or
just this story?
Very nice. I have a friend who wrote science fiction at my old job. His book is about 4 inches thick. He's like, "Hey, have you read my book yet?" I said, "It'll take my lifetime to read that."
Yeah. That's just the first 3 that my artist has got done the covers for.
Cletus, that's not nice. Oh, okay, nice. Cletus, that's not nice. You must have got in trouble if you can't go into Canada, buddy. It's not nice. Let's see. You tried setting something up like Fiendu, but he blew you off like a fat broad. Well, we'll get that together. I'll give him. He needs a shove every once in a while, Fiendu. So I'll give him a shove. We'll get it going for sure. And like I said, I'm off for another month, so we can make it happen. Hail Cletus and Christmas blessings. He says he's joking. Canada's beautiful. All right, thank you. Thank you for retracting that. No, Canada's fun. We went. What was that? Niagara and oh my God, Niagara on the lake. Yeah, it's gorgeous there. We've been there before.
Yeah.
And then back in the day when I was into the whole car scene, one of my friends had a lot of sponsors in Canada, so we would go up there a lot and either drop a car off or pick up parts or So, but I haven't been to Canada since we were in Toronto. We went to the Hockey Hall of Fame. We went to Wahlburgers when that first opened.
Yeah.
We went to Wayne Gretzky's restaurant and ate there.
Yeah.
Wasn't nothing special, I'll tell you that. It was pretty basic food.
Yeah. There's a link. There's a link to the Apple audiobook that Drafted Digital just came out with, or came into partnership with Apple Audiobooks, and so I uploaded just the first volume of my story. Depending on how well it does, I'll send the rest of them.
I'm just wondering if I can somehow. Maybe I'll go back into it once I could see the live chat and copy this link, and I'll put it in the description of this video if you want me to.
Yeah, great. More advertisement possible, or more advertisement the better.
Yeah.
What I could do is I could copy and paste that into the private chat, so it'd be easier.
Oh yeah, all right, do that. That'll work. That'll definitely work. That'll be much easier, much faster. So do you guys just do Christmas, or do you celebrate on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve? I'm sorry.
Actually, for our family, for ever since I was born, it's always been the big meal at my mom and dad's place on Christmas Eve. And then when my brother and I got older and got our own places, then it was still, Christmas Eve was the big meal. We spent the night over at my parents' place, and then we went we do the the gift exchange and all that stuff, have breakfast, and enjoy each other's company for a little bit longer, and around lunchtime we just head our separate ways, and then we get back together on Boxing Day, which is the 26th, and either we'll have another big meal with my godmother and her family, or we'll head down to their place and have a big meal with them.
Now, what is Boxing Day?
Basically, Boxing Day is the day in Canada where we celebrate. Everybody rushes back to the fucking stores takes back all the shit that doesn't fit or is the wrong color, or they just don't just want the money back, and
Right.
they basically plug the stores up.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No, that's fair. And like I don't know if you yeah, box up returns. Yep. I don't know if you heard if you were listening when I said with being on commission at Circuit City, your paycheck would just go up and
Yeah.
down for like the next month after because it was a 30-day return policy. So your next few paychecks after Christmas were crazy because you know people return stuff and you make commission on it. That was your pay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if they just returned it and didn't just got the money back, you were out. Or if they switch it to something else, sometimes the new guy who sold the new stuff will get half of the commission. But that's why people okay, I got the link. Let me copy this. That's why people would steer clear nobody ever wanted to sell big screen TVs come Super Bowl time. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these people would rent it and take it back. You know what I mean? But back then the TVs, or I'm sorry, the big screen TVs were like made out of, what is that, particle board and like the real heavy wood. And that stuff was a nightmare to move in and out. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. So, but yeah, that was I sold TVs and home audio for the first year I was there, and then the next 3.5 years I was in the car audio section. I had a lot more fun back there. Made a lot more money back there. It was a lot of fun. I would get guys who
people that want to play that great big.
Yeah. Oh yeah. My car did that. My car did that for a mile down the road. The roof used to shake. Oh my God. Carol, thank you so much. You didn't have to do that. I feel so weird doing this, the super chat stuff. Everybody's spending money. Thank you so much, Carol. I don't know what else to say. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, Carol.
What was I gonna say?
My channel's not even monetized yet. I don't even have YouTube Lite yet.
Yeah, mine just did about 2 weeks ago, I think, or last week, one or the other. I just got the watch hours to where they needed to be.
Yeah.
Wow, this is weird. Thank you again, Carol, Edwin, Cletus. Thank you. It's huge right now, believe me. What was I gonna tell you? I forgot what I was going. Oh, so we would get people coming in. We get guys who'd buy stuff hot and they'd want us to install it. And when it didn't work, they'd come back and tell us, well, it doesn't work. Well, dude, you didn't buy it from us. There's no warranty. We only back up our installation. You know what I mean? But then I remember one guy, he had this piece of shit car and he had these 15-inch woofers he put in the back. It was like an old Cavalier, Chevy Cavalier.
Oh.
And of course he pulls like the garage was on the side of the building, so he'd pull around and he's got the radio going wide open. It sounded so horrible. I mean, don't get me wrong, the bass was loud, but like the inside of the car, like the speakers were shot. Like you couldn't get any clarity out of it. Trunk was rattling. It was so horrible. And I had 212s in my car, but I got the stuff for like half price working there, being an employee. You know what I mean? But my car sounded like a concert. So I said, "Oh wow, let me show you my car." And I showed it that, and the kid's like, "Oh well, it looks like I got some work to do." So he came in there wanting to show off, not to buy nothing, but just to show off. And then once in a while I had to do that. But then again, I didn't really like to show a lot of people what I had either, because you never know.
That just opens you up for them to come into your car and take it away from you.
Yeah, exactly. But my stuff was bolted down. I had that Dynamat, they called it. It's like sound deadener all over the trunk, even on the back of the license plate. So I wasn't that guy that you heard coming down the road and the whole trunk, you could hear just the trunk rattling. That car, I miss that car like a lot.
Set up.
What's that?
Said it was set up.
Oh yeah, it was. It was clean sounding all over. Could I did competition with it? Probably not. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, you could still hear the car coming way down the road, but it wasn't, competition. I could have made it that way, but I
Yeah.
didn't.
It wasn't loud, or it wasn't vibrating enough to loosen the lug nuts off the wheels.
It was close. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a little Honda Civic. You know what I mean? I showed pictures of it on a couple shows ago, but it was close, man. Thank you, Carol. Thank you. Let's see. What did I want to write? Miss Carol, your Christmas evening gown is ready to be delivered. You must choose the diamonds. That's right, Carol. The red carpet and flower petals. That's right. So yeah, so that was fun though. I had a lot of fun doing that. With the Circuit City thing. The worst day to work was Black Friday.
Oh yeah.
The day after things. That was the worst day to work the whole year. I mean, yeah, you made a lot, and that's same thing with that too. I mean, people return the stuff they all the cheap shit they bought there. They return that stuff too. It was a ton of stress for no commission. People buying a $50 DVD player that you make 80 cents on. You know what I mean? They got a lot of stress. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was an experience, and I don't think I would ever go back to I don't think I would ever come back to a retail setting, even if I had to. Well, if I had to, I would. But I mean,
I worked in restaurants, and there was one restaurant I had a lot of fun in, and another restaurant right after that, I wanted to kill the manager.
Yeah. No, I get that.
And
I get that.
when I quit that job to go to a factory job that I found afterwards, when I quit that job, he made sure that my last day was going to be on Mother's Day.
Really?
Yeah. It just worked out that my very last day worked out that it was going to be on Mother's Day.
But Mother's Day is like one of the busiest days of the year, right?
Oh yeah.
Or the busiest?
One of the busiest.
Yeah.
I was on a major highway at a restaurant on a major highway, so it was no much big, or not much bigger than any other day. But he was working 9 to 5. I was working 11 to 7, like split shift. And when he went to go home for the day, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna, say goodbye to this guy. Be nice, show him what kind of nice person I am. I'm gonna say goodbye to him." So I rushed out. As he was getting in his car, I was like, "Hey, Martin." He looks back, and goes, "What do you want?" I said, "Happy Mother's Day." And he goes, "I'm a guy." I says, "Yeah, but you sure are a motherfucker to work for."
Wow, good for you.
Like, what was he gonna do? Fire me 2 hours before the end of my final shift? Go for it.
That's good. I like it. Happy Mother's Day. I'm not a mother. Yeah, well, wow, I like that. All right. Here you go. So Cletus says he had a few CD players installed at Circuit City back in the day. I think I remember you. Okay, so Cletus, tell me which Circuit City that you got this CD players. There was 3 of them. There was 3 of them in our area. So tell me which ones. Tell me which one it was.
Yeah, I was 17 when I did that.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Good for you.
I didn't care. I was pissed on him.
I think I've only ever quit like one job, and I just didn't go in. I just sent him a resignation letter. I was like, I'm done. I don't think I have. I don't have a story like that.
Oh, my uncle, he was working at a Burger King, and he got a job at a factory that he was at for like 30 years after that. And when he went to quit, he put in his 2 weeks notice. And so then the manager says, "Okay, yep, there's your 2 weeks notice." And he goes, "All right, now I want to take my 2 weeks vacation. I quit."
Wow.
Yeah,
Cletus, you're right.
2 weeks vacation.
What's that?
They still owed him 2 weeks vacation.
Yeah, I when I left my last job, I put my notice in, and I had paid time off, so I got paid to quit.
Yep.
So I get it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, McKinley. It was on McKinley, right next to it, butted up to the McKinley Mall there, Cletus. That's the one. So maybe I put a stereo in your car. Who knows?
But yeah, I figured I'd come up and talk to you about the tablecloth. I didn't expect to talk to you about
No,
yeah,
no, I'm glad you
the
did. I'm glad
elephant's
you did. 'Cause
asshole or my books or anything like that. But
yeah, I would never thought I'd learn about Owen Sound and the elephant's rear end and and
yeah, you can
tablecloth. No,
actually
it's
show your
great.
kids that too. Just put your hand over all that stuff.
Pain Like Bane is asking if you're Ramundi's cousin.
If I am Ramundi's cousin, no.
Yeah. No. Okay. I'm actually serious. I have a CD player installed there. I live right down there in the mid 2000s. I was out of there by 2004, Cletus. I was there from 99 to 2004. Right out of high school, I pretty much started working there.
Chopper
Um,
Reed fan. I have no idea who Chopper
he's
Reed is.
he's comparing you to some people that you look like in our area of YouTube. That's all.
Okay.
He's just
He's
just having fun.
I bumped into the Wise Up Show, Ralph.
Yeah.
And he mentioned your channel, and I was like, "Oh, we'll check him out."
No, I appreciate that. It's fun. It's good.
And your channel, Angel Gotti's channel, Tommy Stiggs's channel, all great channels that I've been enjoying.
Yeah, no, you're welcome over here anytime, man. I mean, we all have nice little, quiet channels for the most part. You know what I mean? I do this as a part of like being my social life. All my friends are either out of state or, at least a half an hour away. And plus, normally I work overnight, so I normally come on at like 5 a.m. So,
Yeah.
It's just, we just do our thing. You know what I mean?
And then you got one guy in Canada who's out of his fucking mind. So
this thing here is updating again. I just did a full update on my phone yesterday, and it's updating again. No, believe me, there's a lot of wild ones out here, and believe me, there's like this. This is a tame me. Like in the mornings when I get out of work, it usually goes out of control. You know what I mean? We're usually swearing and making fun of each other for a straight hour and a half. But yeah, me being home like this, I don't know. I'm behaving. So, what did Cletus say? If I ever join a panel, it'd be Todd Father, Thendu's, or Edwin's. Very nice. Well, I'm honored to be in that conversation, Cletus. So maybe I will soon if permitted. Well, you're welcome to come up here. You don't have to show your face. You could use a voice changer, whatever you want to do, Cletus. I want to be the guy that said I had Cletus on my show, along with Edwin and Thendu. So, but yeah. What about you, Payne? This is the guy I want to see come up. Him and Pain Like Bane and Cletus are the two I would love to have up. That would be fun. So, do you go? How often do you go live? Crazy
Monday
Kid?
nights at 8:00.
Just Mondays? That's it?
Yep.
Okay.
That's pretty much enough for me,
No, I know. I'm like I said, I'm killing time, and I like seeing everybody on here. Like a lot of the people you see in this chat here, and my show, Tommy show, even Ralph's show, who else? Angel's show. Like we all kind of like follow each other around all day long.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like we all have our own like little times that we come on, and everybody knows where to be without all the notifications and stuff like that. So,
yeah. See, with me, I just, I do my. I've had Monday night at 8:00 for. I've been doing live streams for almost a year now, and I took some time off for a little while because I was a bit angry.
That's easy to get on here. Sure.
Basically, he called me something that I really did not appreciate, and I did not want any of his filth and vile supporters coming over to my channel, and in fact, the people in my community. So
right.
I took a few months, and I just said, screw it, I'm just not going to do anything.
Right.
And then I jumped back on, and went full head on.
No, it's very, very simple to get discouraged here, and it's very easy for people to get under your skin because you can't touch them. You know what I mean? You can't have them in your face saying that.
I wanted to give this guy my address and say, come on up here.
Yeah, it ain't worth it.
Knock on my door, and you and I are going to have a fucking chat.
No, I know. Believe me, and that I'm sure everybody in this chat here and that's listening, would say the same. It's and there has been instances where, not too long ago, someone did show up to somebody's house with some people, and some bad stuff happened. Could have been a
I
lot
was on
worse,
PlayStation years
but
ago, 5 or 6 years ago. I was on a PlayStation with some friends. We were playing hockey. Go figure, Canadian playing a video game of hockey.
no, never.
Oh. And this fool come on. He was a black American. He come on and he started freaking just ripping into everybody. And he starts ripping into me. And I'm like, I just had enough of it. I says, listen, dude, I want you to get yourself a pen and a piece of paper. Because he was like, "Oh, I'll come up there, I'll kick your ass, I'll beat you up. I'm gonna bring 6 of my friends and come up there and beat your ass." And I says, "I'll tell you what, here's my address. Copy this down. You come on up here with your 6 friends, and your 6 friends can carry your fucking casket back home."
There you go. It's a good number. So whatever happened? Did he
He
go
never
away
showed up.
after? Yeah,
He's all mouth.
yeah. Well, that's the whole thing with a keyboard. A lot of
Yeah,
people
when you
say,
hide behind the keyboard.
yeah, I have, a lot of people say, keyboard tough guy. I say AK, an assault keyboard,
Yep.
instead of like an AR, like an AK, like an assault keyboard. So people, load up their keyboard with their clips, but hang on. What are the guys saying here? He took his meds today. Yeah, Cletus is right around me there, Payne. So he's very respectful when he comes into the Buffalo guys. I mean, he's respectful all over, but pretty soon me and Cletus will have a coffee. So yeah, you let me know, Cletus. You let me know. I don't have your info, but if you want to get a hold of Thindu and set that up, let's do it. Yeah, my cell phone upgraded for about 30 minutes yesterday, and then it just went into a whole nother thing now. I wonder if they're and it's kind of funny that they're doing that because they keep sending me text all the time to upgrade. So maybe they're trying to make me think something's wrong with my phone or slow it down, and get me to upgrade.
Yeah. I just want to address something that Payne Like Bane said.
Sure.
He says he's no kid, seems pretty sane to me. Misleading moniker.
He's talking
Actually,
with
this
he's
is
talking with Cletus.
oh, I thought he
He's
was talking about me.
so that's Cletus's avatar right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's not talking about you. It's between those two guys. They're ball breaking.
Yeah, I'm talking about 2 or 3 comments up.
Oh. Hang on. I gotta find it. He's no kid, and he seems like a pretty. Yeah, he's just breaking your balls. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Your handle there. It's ironic, or I guess you could say.
Yeah. I actually got this nickname from about 35 people on the internet about almost 30 years ago.
Oh wow. Okay.
And what happened was is my original screen name was kid_at_heart. Because everybody around me thinks I'm nuts. Just I'm just a kid at heart having fun.
Yeah. Well, that's all right.
And I bumped into a troll on the internet, and he started picking at me, and I was like, I'm not backing down from this fool. And about 45 minutes of going back insulting each other back and forth, we finally got into your mama jokes, and I hit him with this one here. Was I told him, I says, I can tell that your mom is horrible at giving fellatio. And he goes, how's that? And I said, because you're here. And he's like, wait a minute, my mom gives great fellatio. And I was like, oh, really?
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No way.
There was 35 people in that room, just lit his fucking ass up.
Oh, that's horrible.
I was one of them that just kept lighting him up. Like the entire time that him and I were going back and forth, he would come off with some lame insult, and I would nail him with something funny, and the entire crowd would just laugh.
Wow.
And he was picking on people until they left, and he was counting them off. 1, 2, 12. Finally gets to me, and all of a sudden he fucks off because I insulted him so much, and then all of a sudden now everybody's insulting him. I went 1, and 35 people from around the world, like New Zealand, freaking like Asia, Russia, like France, United States, Canada, all over the place, UK. They're all like, "That was nuts. That was crazy, kid." They go, "You got to change your name to Crazy Kid." So I did.
Oh, and there it was. All right, Payne, are you happy now? You happy? It's been explained. And that goes for my that goes for my nickname here, or my handle, whatever you want to say. People think it's being like a mafia or mob groupie or whatever, this or that. But I when I worked at Circuit City, I'll bring it up again. I needed off a certain Sunday. Now Sundays were always the busiest day of the week. So I went to my manager, and this guy was from Manchester, England, actually. And I said to him, I said, I need off Sunday. I said, I'm sorry, it's short notice. I said, but I need off. Why do you need off? I said, well, I'm going to become godfather to my niece. I was like 19 years old or 20 years old. He goes, oh, so you're the Todd father. And that's it, just stuck from there. So yeah, so that
Yeah, being a godfather is a blessing.
oh yeah, no doubt. I have 3 goddaughters right now.
Wow.
So
I got 1.
Let me see here. Yeah, I am. You're right. You're right there, Payne. And now I've been given the name Todd Farmer because I work in a gigantic produce warehouse. So they gave me that name too. Let me see here, Cletus. What was a nightclub that was attached, or McKinley, that was attached to McKinley's wedding hall? It was Club Paradise. You're right. Yep, and there was a comedy club there. It's a shame that they nobody's bought that building and redid it. The McKinley Park, I think it's a McKinley Park Inn or something, I think it's called. But it's such a gorgeous venue for weddings and for stuff like that. And nobody ever, like, of all the breweries and all the crazy stuff they're putting up in our town there, like, nobody ever renovated this place. And they do have a nightclub right underneath, and it was perfect because they had the venue, then they had hotel hooked up to it, and then they had a nightclub, hooked up to it as well. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's perfect planning.
Well, that's what I mean, and that's like when my wife and I got married, we did it at a Ramada. You know what I mean? It's not open anymore, but we did everything there. We got married there. We went up to the ballroom, and then we did the hotel rooms afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, you worked there briefly? So I think West Herb parks a whole bunch of their cars in that parking lot, and that's all it's used for, like just storage. Like I really don't. I don't know. That's crazy. No pun intended. Sorry. Good job, Payne. You got us, Mike F. I've told that story a bunch of times. So Cletus said he worked there. No, I always had. Listen, I went to a wedding there. My 2 friends that I actually got them together, they got married, or they got married in a church, and then they had the reception at that. Oh God, I'll never forget this. And the air conditioning in that place went that night. It was, the whole place cleared out after dinner. I think there was maybe like 15 people left over, and there's probably all the family and the bridal party. I mean, it was like an 85-degree day in Buffalo, which is kind of rare. But the air conditioning went, and there's nothing they could do about it that night. It was rotten. I felt so horrible for them, and they're divorced today. So, so who knows?
Yeah, I stood up for 2 weddings. One was my cousin. He got married. It was in the same year. Okay, I was best man for 2 weddings that year. One was my cousin. He got divorced about 2.5 years later. I told him, I says, when I talked to him before the wedding, I says, listen, man, I got $500 and a vehicle. Let's go to the casino. All you got to do is say no at the wedding. Because I knew it wasn't going to last.
Yeah.
She just wanted to change her name. That was it.
I'm like Cletus Gump. Nice. I like it. So I also do I have a side business, and I also do DJing and photo booths for weddings and
Oh yeah.
events. So I see I'm at minimum 15 weddings every year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I had to throw a number out there. And it's crazy because, you know, if I'm DJing, I get to really get to know them and plan with them.
Yeah.
And you know, I kind of feel it out like, oh my God, it doesn't seem like this is gonna work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Where the last
But
song of the night is going to be like, this night is not going to last forever.
yeah, right. So so we wound up you know, there's probably, if I had to say it, there's probably 4 couples over the 7 years that I've done it that have gotten divorced that I can think of off the top of my head, or unless that I know about. Let's put it that way. And some of them are very surprising. Like, oh my God, I thought, you know, the wedding and the families and everything was so gorgeous and beautiful. Like this is you know, a match made forever. And holy shit, you see them on Facebook or something. It's like they're dating or they're single or they're this or that. It's like, oh my God, okay. So
The
yeah,
other
it is.
wedding I stood up for that year was my best friend who lives basically down in Elephant's Trunk there. Um, he asked me to be his best man, and just before the service, like we were at the church all dressed up and everything. Just before the service, I told him, I says, if you say no to this woman, I will beat the shit out of you right in front of everybody.
Yeah. I had a
That was 23 years ago, and they're still, or 20 years ago this year, and they're still married.
top 5. The place was owned by Indians, had an Indian arranged marriage one night, and the bride took off waiting in a car and disappeared. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm not shocked on that one. Let's see here. What are you saying here, Payne? Listen, Payne, I've been in business since I was 24 years old. I've had the same accountant since then, so we're good. Don't worry about me, buddy. You worry about your own taxes. Um, let's see here. Hey, Steven, how are you? Steven is in Niagara, I believe Niagara Falls. He's right near me.
Okay.
What's it called? So one wedding I did, and it was the groom was part of a motorcycle club, right? So I didn't know that until about 2 weeks before, which no big deal. I don't care. You know what I mean? I have a relative that was involved with that stuff. But anyway, he asked me to download you know, when you rack a shotgun, you know what I mean? So he asked me to download a sound like that. So when the pastor said, and this was an outdoor wedding, it wasn't in a church or anything, but you know, when the officiant said, anybody please speak up or forever hold your peace deal, you know what I mean? He had me play that sound. You know what I mean? So I got this big speaker behind me and I played, you know what I mean? As soon as that happened, everyone started laughing. It was cool.
I'm
So they're
surprised
still
everybody
together.
just didn't go, hey, what's going on? Who's got it?
So yeah, but that's the thing. I remember telling my dad, I'm like, you know, what do I got to watch out for here? You know what I mean? There's going to be 150, you know, bikes and this and that there, and you know, he goes, listen, if another patch shows up uninvited, leave all your stuff, all your equipment, everything, just get the fuck out of there, run in the woods. Because it was in a state park. He goes, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, you see another
So
patch. That's the only thing you want to worry about.
yeah, that's what he said.
While you're with that particular group, you're safe.
He goes, leave the music playing, leave everything, just get out. So,
yeah.
But that didn't happen. It was actually one of the most chillest weddings I've ever done. It was great. It was a good time. You know, and I had
while you're with that particular patch group, you're safe.
Oh yeah,
you are
no
probably
doubt.
the most protected person on the planet.
Yeah,
you are more protected than the president of the United States at that particular time. But if another patch goes anywhere near that wedding, that's when you just get in your car and you fucking leave.
Yeah, I would have ran in the woods and then came back afterwards. No, but I mean, I had my photo booth there. They had a ton of fun. I mean, it was a good wedding. And you know what's funny is he gave me a list to play, like a full blown like 3-hour list to play, and he goes, "Don't play this. Don't." He goes, "And if this list runs out, play it again. I don't want no requests, no nothing." So I basically sat there, hit the play button, and that was it. Yeah, it was easy. You know what I mean? And like I said, I just people watched. It was fun.
Yeah.
Was it a gunshot wedding? No. I think you're referring to a shotgun wedding. No, they already had kids together. So, um, yeah, a shotgun wedding. It was not. It was planned. It was planned a year in advance.
Yeah, I'm pretty
So,
sure in that situation, Daddy really either didn't have a choice or he was in full approval.
yeah, well, there was the bride's father did pull out a firearm in the photo booth to pose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that did happen. So, um, that was the second time that's happened to me.
Yeah.
The first one, that one didn't bother me. The first one bothered me a lot. It was in a, it was in a, it was at the Statler Towers. Cletus will know where that is, and it's a real upscale venue. And there was just so many kids around when the guy did it, and the guy was drunk.
Oh.
And he just pulls out his thing from his sport coat and was posing with his daughter. Like that wasn't cool.
Yeah.
Like I don't have anything against if you have a permit for your gun or whatever, but don't pull it out in the middle of a wedding with 400 people and kids in there. You just
No.
don't do it.
My parents actually had a wedding and it's like a celebration decorating business where they would decorate the hall and the church
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that. And yeah, we saw so many weddings that as soon as you saw the bride and groom reacting to each other, in the party, you see that the way that they interact with each other, okay, this one here is failing.
Oh
This
yeah,
one is
yeah,
not going anywhere.
yeah.
I give and we'd sit there and I give this one 5 years, I give this one 10 years, and we'd be right most of the time.
Oh boy. So Cletus, I have never been to Waxlight. However, we do their produce. So that's all I'll say about that. But I've never been there. Um, who? No, wait. Is Waxlight still open? Or is it? No, Waxlight's no longer there. Is it Waxlight? Oh my God, I'm totally hitting a blank. There's Toutant, Waxlight, and man, what's the third one? The same owner owned Toutant and Waxlight, I believe. And I'm trying to think of the other one. That's all right. But no, I haven't been there. But I'm just wondering if Waxlight is still open. It's gonna bother me now.
Uh,
Yeah, yep, it's on Chandler Street.
I gotta get my butt busy here. I gotta get taking care of some stuff. I wanted to get the Christmas presents wrapped, and I did all that. Did all
Yeah,
the
no, I
shopping
appreciate you coming up,
yesterday.
man. That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm
I
glad
really
we got to
appreciate
chat.
and thank you very much for
Good to
inviting
meet
me
you
up
for sure.
and having fun. And I hope everybody has a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday season, and a
You
Happy New
too.
Year. If I don't get to see you before,
All right, you too, man. You're welcome up here anytime you want, man. Thanks for
peace,
coming
love,
up.
and happiness to everybody, man.
All right, Crazy Kid, be good. All right, that was Crazy Kid. Cletus, no, not Tarantino. Tapple closed. Tapple closed? It wasn't Tapple though. Waxlight was the name of the restaurant there. Cletus, hang on. So there was no threat. There was no threats, Edwin. He just used it as a prop to take a picture with. You know what I mean? He didn't threaten anybody or anything like that. It was just weird. Waxlight. Oh my God, this is gonna bother me. Waxlight, Toutant, and I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna go to Avatar for a second. I want to look something up. And I just want to give a quick shout out. I don't know if he's listening or not, but to Tony Silo. He lost his son 5 years ago today. So everybody, say a prayer for Tony Silo and his family. It's usually a very festive and great time for everybody, but with some people, Christmas is a sad time too. So again, shout out to Tony Silo, and he'll be in my prayers and thoughts, buddy. Um, hang on. Okay, so Waxlight is still okay. Waxlight, there's two Taunt, and there was I can't think of the other one. Anyway, it'll come up to me as soon as I hit end show. So yeah, but yeah. So guys, the Skinny Joe's gonna be on at 1 o'clock Eastern time. You guys can check that out. I think Stiggs will be on in a little while tonight to go over the show. There will be no wine tasting tonight for Anthony. And then Thindu, we're waiting on him to see if he's going to come on today. He is at work. He's not out in the cold though, but he said he'd rather be out in the cold instead of doing the demo work that he's doing now. Andrew, are you in Hawaii or something? It's 10:45. Who's Andrew? Oh, what's going on, Andrew? I didn't see you there. Welcome. Yeah, you must be West Coast or something. Where are you, Andrew? I wish it was almost 7 here. I got so much shit to do. Yeah, I got to get out running. So I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna stay on for about another 5 minutes, guys. And you know, and then, like I said, I got some running around to do myself, or limping around to do, I should say. Tapo closed. Holy crap! All right. I think I've done a wedding at Tapo before. I think, or I'm trying to think of the other one. Man, I am so blank lately right now. Maureen, how are you? I don't know if I said hello. I'm sorry, but hello, Maureen. I'm glad you're here. I'm still healing there, Steven. I'm still healing. I'm not ready to go back to work at full capacity just yet. So it's negative. Where the hell are you? Alaska. Holy moly. All right. Check that out. Well, cheers from Alaska. That's great. Negative 11 degrees Fahrenheit here. So I should stop bitching about our Buffalo temperature, huh? It is 31 degrees Fahrenheit here. Andrew. How'd you hear about us, Andrew? I don't think I've seen you around. But no, that's great. Alaska. Are you can you see the northern lights? I'd like to go to Alaska too. I think that would be a fun trip. Certain parts of the year, I think it's all dark or all light, correct? Well, Cletus, get off your wallet and go, man. Do it. Yeah, I don't know the next time I'm going to be going on a vacation. One of my relatives is getting married in August, so I'm probably going to go there. But other than that, I don't know. Now we have a crazy chick. Okay. All right. Crazy kid left there. Now we have a crazy chick. Okay. Andrew's got you beat for the cold. He sure does. He's got me beat by a lot. Oh, you sub to, and yes, you got Northern Lights here. Oh, nice. Is it true that, or how long is it either all dark or all light? Fill me in on that, because I always forget. Let me know. Alaska. Are you originally from? Were you born in Alaska? You're just a chick at heart. Okay. Gotcha. Hang on. I'm just going to go to Avatar for one moment. I'll be checking the chat in a second. Let's see here. So on Monday, when I was on the other day, guys, I was playing like a lot of those shorts and stuff. And a lot of those shorts had music. And yeah, I immediately got an email afterwards. I didn't get any copyright claims or anything like Stiggs does, but I got a thing saying that it wouldn't be monetized. Well, guess what? I'm not monetized for that yet. I need 1,000 subs, so I'm not worried about it. But it's like every little step of the way here with you know, being monetized, getting so many subscribers, this or that. Like it's all like coming. It's like, you know, you hear all these other content creators talking about this, and then all of a sudden it happens to you. So, trying to videos. Hang on, guys. I can't see the chat right now. All right. So you're Alaskan Native Eskimo? Holy shit. Okay, cool. It's 2:45 daylight here. Oh, we have 2 hours and 45 minutes of daylight? We had the Northern Lights here last month. First time I ever seen them from New England on my way. Well, that's cool, Johnny. I would love to see that. We've got to get you to 1,000. And Thindu, I think Thindu went over 2,000. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure he went over yesterday. I think. Me, 1,000 subs. It's probably gonna be a little while, but that's okay. I'm not in any kind of rush. You're 80 miles from the Arctic Circle. Oh, they got internet over there? That's cool. Well, I'm glad you're here. That's crazy. So let's do a quick English lesson from Thindu while we're here, because I just want to make sure he's not being forgotten today. Hang on, I got to mute for 1 second. What the hell is going on with this? All right, looks like I can't mute. So all right, so we're gonna go ahead and do a quick English lesson with Thindu. I don't want him to think he's been left out since he's at work. So here we go.
Damien.
Damien.
You hear me?
Who?
Thank you.
Thindu?
Yeah,
Damien.
Damon.
Damien.
Fucking Damon. What about Damon?
Damien. There's an I.
Oh, Damien. Damon, I call. What the fuck? Stop, forget it.
So yeah. Uh-oh. What's playing now? I don't know what's playing. Sorry. Yeah, so that was Thindu's English lesson for the day. Just thought I would share that with you guys. I'll play one more funny thing and then I'm gonna be gone because I gotta get on the road. So give me 1 second. Let's see. All right, guys, sorry. So I'm gonna play one more little clip here of when me and Don got Tommy Steaks, and then I'll probably be done. Let's see here.
Can't hear, right? Is it okay? I got Stevie Wonder.
I don't want to hear your music.
Stevie Wonder.
Who?
How would he not
Stevie
think it's
Wonder.
radio? He just called to say
I
he
can't
loves
hear
it.
you.
Stevie
Stiggs,
Wonder.
I can't
right?
hear what you said.
Can you
Can
guys
you guys hear Stiggs? Can you guys hear him?
Nah.
No.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
having trouble here. I'm having trouble hearing
Oh.
Stiggs.
That makes sense. Hold on a minute.
That's Yankees up in the
Yankees,
right.
you can't hear him, can you?
No, I can't hear him.
That's Yankees.
Don, can you hear him? I'm having trouble hearing him.
Not. Let's see.
Keep him like that.
I'll see the
Keep him
thing.
like that.
I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me now?
No, I
No,
see your
can't
little.
hear you.
I see your avatar thing moving, but I can't hear a voice.
Wow.
Honey, shit,
wow,
Toby.
wow.
No,
That's
we can't hear
crazy.
you, no.
All right. I'll go back out. Come in.
Okay, bye. Oh, that was good, man. That was classic.
Oh, that was well played. Tell me how good that was played. You
Oh,
guys are
that was
awesome.
Classic, not funny.
You guys. Now I'm making him wait in the back. I'm making him wait in the back.
Leave him back there. Leave him back there. Don't bring him. What a
Oh,
dumbass.
shit.
You motherfuckers. You cocksucker motherfuckers. You motherless fucker, cocksuckers, jerkos, motherfuckers.
Oh, shit.
Three fucking
Oh, you
douchebags
got
you
played.
are. I swear to God,
Oh,
I get the douchebag
oh, man.
in the morning over here.
I'm gonna spit a
I'll-
lung.
I'll tell you what. I played it well and sold it, and Yankees and Don bit. It was great.
You
Yeah.
cocksuckers, you.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh, that's
Oh,
great.
that
That is must-see TV right there. Holy shit.
So, all right, I figured I would go out with that. What the hell's going on here? Hang on a second. I'm doing something wrong here. All right, guys. So Andrew, if anybody wants to, do you have a channel? Do you post videos and stuff like that, Andrew? I really can't see right now because I'm on my laptop. But Andrew, if you want to drop your channel, or if somebody wants to drop Andrew's channel in there, by all means. Let me see if I can get back in here with my phone here. Look at that. Just a few days to just a few days to upgrade your cell phone. Yeah, there we go. So I'm live. Let me see if I can. Okay, so looks like Gianni got his channel. So let me make sure I can subscribe. Oh wow, okay, you got a bunch of subs here, and you got a lot of videos and stuff. That's cool. Yeah, guys, give Andrew a sub, guys. Let me put the notification bell on. All right, we're good. I'm in. I appreciate it. But all right, guys, I'm gonna check out for now. I hope everybody had a fun time in this hour and a half here. I have to go out and run some errands, or limp some errands, whatever you want to call it. Craig, how are you? Good to see you, but I'm ending the show now, sir. Yeah, I want to thank Crazy Kid for coming up. That was very nice to meet him and shoot the shit with him for a little while. Thank you to Carol, Edwin, and Cletus for the donations to the show. It's huge. Can't thank you enough for that. It's awesome. Guys, I'm gonna get rolling. So tune in to the Skinny. He'll be on at 1 today, 1 o'clock p.m. And then Thindu might be on. We don't know yet. Depending on when he gets out of work. Tommy Stiggs is probably going to be doing a show in a little while for reviewing the Skinny show. No wine show tonight. And then I guess the nighttime is a free-for-all, whether Mikey or TT or whoever goes, Edwin, anybody goes on. So, guys, have a great day. Be productive. Be safe. And maybe tonight I'll come on late at night if I don't fall asleep. But if I don't see you, which I don't think that's going to be the case, but if I don't see you, Merry Christmas to you and all your families. And again, thank you for everything that you guys, all the support you guys give me over the last year. And, I can't wait for another good year. So, guys, be good. I'll see you guys all soon.